Today I am celebrating Juneteenth, which is the day that was associated with the abolition of slavery in the United States of America. And so, as I understand it, it's still celebrated to this day in many, many places, and clearly that's a very significant thing. In this country, in the UK, find it very difficult to relate to what that must have been like. I can only imagine it, and to imagine what it's like even being in the United States today. I've never been there. And it's really clear to me from what I see online that there's a very different relationship between people of different colours in that country, that there's scars that are still hanging over from that period of time. And it's just very difficult for me to get a sense of. So today, when I join in these celebrations, there's some kind of an artifice about it, because I'm obviously very far away and can only picture that world. And the funny thing is that for me, the slavery that occurs in this country is just much better veiled. That the establishment, the aristocracy, the banks have managed to veil their acts of slavery and our enslavement so well, with such incredible sleight of hand, that we don't recognise it. So I find it particularly bizarre celebrating the abolition of slavery, because I personally believe that we are all still slaves yet in these huge tax farms. If we're paying rent to people that are not actually making a contribution, in fact making things much, much worse, then the private ownership of the land, the political system, for me these things are clear markers of our actual enslavement. So when I want to join the celebrations of Juneteenth, it's like, well, okay, that's great. I do perceive that as progress, that, that kind of out and out apartheid, that blatant racism was no longer allowed. And yet, I don't believe that we're out of slavery yet. We are still in those slavery days. 400 years, 400 years, it's Peter Tosh was right, and I don't think that just applies to people of any particular colour or denomination. Until we're free of the banking system that is charging interest on all of our activities, and taxes that are being charged on everything that we earn and everything that we spend, we're not going to be free. So for me, the celebration of Juneteenth is almost just an acknowledgement that change is possible. So today I'm celebrating Juneteenth.